All right, so let's talk about your international expansion. We just spoke about franchising in a way you mentioned everything you're doing, where you're essentially franchising with these young men and young women. But tell me something, is it that do you all sign a franchising agreement or is it more like a handshake sort of thing? How do you structure this?
Yeah, so EcoWash is a full-on corporation. We take business very seriously. It's a franchise where you sign documents. The easiest way for us to have expanded would have been through that franchising model because operating ourselves was very capital intensive. And that would have required us to bring on a investor, which I'm not ready to bring on an investor. I think very soon I will open the company to investment, but I wanted to bootstrap it as much as I could. And franchising was that way of easy expansion. So it's a lot of vetting. This is not just somebody saying they're excited to save water. This is showing us that you have that financial capacity to run an EcoWash operation, to pay for your marketing, to build out your locations and so forth, to actually get into the franchise agreement. Because the franchise operation I run now is not a charity. Yes, I'm going to give away these pods to youths, but the master's license that we're looking to operate in certain jurisdictions like Ghana, Indonesia, America, we tap into a master's license for a franchisee and they can sub-franchise in their nation. It's very difficult to run a multinational operation and it be seamless. So we thought it would have been wise to have a master's license given to somebody that we deem to be um, responsible. Let's put it that way. So it's a full agreement being signed.
Okay. So let's talk about the organic growth and expansion you've been able to achieve, right? You said just in the past 6 months or so, you've gone from nine, not I don't want to get any numbers wrong. I think you've gone from nine branches to 23.
No, so last year July we had one, then we grew to four, and by the end of this year we should have 23 branches in 9 countries. And
Oh, nine countries.
six of those countries are going to be in Africa, which would be Ghana, Togo, Benin, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, um, and Benin. So those are the six countries in Africa, and expanding also to Guyana, Barbados, and Jamaica.
Okay. So how did that happen? How were you able to achieve this expansion? Was it intentional or did it just happen organically?
Yeah, Kevin, surprisingly, nothing in EcoWash is intentional. As I told you, I was happy with
Nothing
one
in
branch.
EcoWash's is intentional.
Yeah, yeah, I was happy with one branch. I was running one branch by itself was stressful, and I wasn't looking for stress. And you realize not only do you have agencies pushing you to expand, but also wanting to have that additional impact, changing youth's lives and so forth. I was approached today by a agency, Netco, the National Entrepreneurship Development Company, and they offered me a complimentary trip to Africa on a trade mission.
Oh, nice.
And I said, okay, cool. I don't know what I'm going to do in Africa, but it's good to see the motherland. I'll go sightseeing because I didn't think there was opportunity for me over there. I think the Africa you see on TV is not the Africa you do see when you go there in person.
Yes.
And me going over there, I was very surprised to see what I saw when I left Trinidad and went to Ghana in March. And while over there, I felt as though I left Trinidad and then landed back in Trinidad. Accra was identical to Port of Spain. And while I was there, some B2B meetings were set up. I met a couple of potential franchisees. And then on the last day, someone said to me, hey, I go to this particular place to service my vehicle. I think there might be opportunity for you there. Let's go. This is hours before my flight. Went to the car firm only to find out that it's the largest car firm in Ghana that has 11 locations in 6 countries in Africa. Pitching the business to them, they're blown away because I have my small pod and everything with me because I'm traveling with my machine to show you how it works. And they were totally blown away. And they're telling me, you're saving us at each branch approximately 3,000 US every month. We want this technology here. And the rest was history. They were so excited that the owner of the car firm has asked to sit on the board of EcoWash Africa because they see so much promise in how this can revolutionize their own industry, not just making things easier for them, but the water conservation that is so near and dear to Ghanaians and other persons in Africa.